Hi guys, this is Abhishek Majumdar. Welcome back to my channel. There is a lot of misconception between buying a Sony A6400 or Sony A6600 because both of them are mirrorless camera. Sony A6400 is a mid-range camera from Sony, whereas Sony A6600 is a flagship crop sensor camera from Sony. First of all, let me tell you what are the similarities between these two cameras. Number 1. Both of them have 24 megapixel APS-c size CMOS sensor. The same sensor is providing Sony in both of the two cameras. Same amount of resolution also are there in both of these cameras. But having said that, Sony A6600 will give you much more detail, much more resolution compared to Sony A6400. You will get slightly improvement in resolution and better dynamic range in Sony's A6600. Point number 2. Both of them have 3-inch LCD flip-up screen, so I think it is good for vloggers, good for selfie lovers, and also good for YouTube content creators who can see themselves while recording for a YouTube video or vlogging. I think Sony A6400 and A6600 will be great for vloggers, YouTube content creators, and as well as most of the videographers. The screen of both of the cameras has 922K dots. So basically are same resolution screens provided in both of these two cameras. Both of them have external flash shoe, both of them have NFC, both of them has weather sealing gasket, weather sealing body. Now let's talk about reason to buy Sony A6600 over Sony A6400. Number 1 is 5-axis image stabilization. Guys, if you don't know about 5-axis image stabilization, you can check it on Sony's website. Most of the DSLR camera like Nikon, Canon, they have lens stabilization, but Sony provide sensor stabilization. What does it mean? It means whatever lens you use in your Sony cameras, it will become a stabilized lens. Whether you use a non-stabilized lens, whether you use a vintage lens. Yes guys, you can use old vintage lens in your Sony full frame body or Sony A6600 and you will get a stabilized footage, stabilized image, stabilized video. It's a big advantage of Sony A6600 over Sony A6400 guys. Point number 2, Z-type battery. The type of battery Sony used to provide in their crop sensor A6000 series cameras are NP-FW50, which is a big mistake guys, which is not good, not at all worthy, because they doesn't last for long. Sony A6000 to Sony A6500 including NEX series, they have NP-FW50 batteries, which will give you roughly about 410 shots. Yes, you can carry multiple batteries, but 410 shots with a battery full charge is not a big deal guys. It's not a big deal, because in DSLR you can get up to 800 shots, 1000, 1200 shots. Sony A6400 also have that NP-FW50 battery, which is a big disadvantage of Sony A6400 over and Sony A6600. But with that Z-type batteries, you can get double amount of shots of NP-FW50 batteries. You can get roughly about 810 shots. It's a big advantage of having a Z-type battery on a crop sensor camera, because Sony's full frame lineup has Z-type battery. There has been always a lacking of Z-type battery in their crop sensor lineup, but Sony has fixed it this time with their Sony A6600 providing Z-type batteries on this camera. They used to provide this Z-type batteries on their full frame lineup like Sony A7 III, Sony A7R3, Sony newly launched Sony A7R4, A9, newly launched Sony A9 II. These are the cameras which provides those Z-type batteries, and they last for a day guys. They last for a day, a long time, And now with the crop sensor camera with Sony A6600, Sony has given that Z-type batteries. So if you as a beginner are willing to get this Sony A6600 and you want to move yourself to full frame lineup like A7 III, A7 R3, R4, A9 and give yourself a break in full frame lineup, then that battery will not be an issue for you, because you can use that same battery with your Sony A6600 crop sensor camera and also with those full frame lineup and get that same battery life. It's a huge benefit guys for all of the Sony users.
Last but not the least, one of the main reasons to go for Sony A6600 over Sony A6400 is the headphone port. Since Sony A6000 to Sony A6500, Sony has provided microphone jack with their crop sensor body, but they never provided a headphone port with their crop sensor body, because a lot of video user, a lot of videographer, a lot of YouTuber, vlogger, they use this crop sensor body as their B camera, as B cam, as backup camera, as
video shoot. They use this crop sensor camera as a video camera. Yes, I know their battery was not that great, and also there has been a 30-minute recording time limitation for all of the cameras. But now with their new firmware update, they are providing no record limit. That means Sony A6400 as well as Sony A6600, both of the camera is great for YouTuber, vlogger, content creator, cinematographer, everyone. So for videographer, there was a hard time of monitoring their output of audio with this camera because there were no headphone jack. Sony has listened to this and fixed it, and they have provided a headphone port along with a microphone jack in this Sony A6600, which is a great deal guys, which is a great innovation guys. Now let's talk about reason to choose A6400 over A6600. Number 1, built-in flash. I know a lot of photographers will say they never use those built-in flash, pop-up flash for their photography. I myself also don't use that for my photography because it's a useless guys. But now in this generation, a lot of people are buying this small camera because they don't want that huge big camera to carry with their carry in their bag and carry a lot of weight in their trip to every place or to tour. Everyone used to carry digital camera, short digital camera, but Sony A6000 series is so small with a lens changing mount, so they can carry this camera with them in their tour. And having a pop-up flash with them, I think it's a great sign for to fill their photography with a flash, their night photo with flash, their low light photo with flash. But it's not mandatory for professional use because a professional photographer never uses pop-up flash. The pop-up flash is only for general users, so it's not a big deal. But having that pop-up flash in a camera, sometimes it does their job. It does its job.
Point number 2, weight. Sony A6400 weighs about 403 gram, whereas Sony A6600 weighs about 503 gram.
It's just a 100 gram difference. But having said that, 503 gram is not less weight than a huge monster DSLR, because this Sony cameras is so lightweighted. Even a full frame camera also, that no one will ever complain about this cameras guys. Either it's a full frame camera or it's a crop sensor camera. Every camera is a lightweight camera guys. provided from Sony, because mirrorless itself is a lightweight camera, because their construction, their build quality is so significant that it's a very compact, lightweight camera. Point number 3, real-time animal eye autofocus. If you don't know about real-time tracking, real-time eye autofocus, you can check it in Sony's webpage, Sony's site. I've already posted a video about Sony's autofocus system, real-time eye autofocus, real-time tracking. You can check this link about 9 reasons why I switched from DSLR to mirrorless. There I have explained real-time tracking, real-time eye autofocus detail. Sony A6400 has real-time animal eye autofocus, whereas Sony A6600 doesn't, because it's a new camera. I think Sony will provide an update for A6600 of real-time eye autofocus, of real-time animal eye autofocus. It's a huge benefit for wildlife photographer guys, being able to get their eyes, being able to get animal eyes in perfect focus. It's a huge positive plus. Sony has done an incredible job, because in terms of autofocus system, Sony is by far the best brand. An autofocusing system which is unbelievable guys, either it is a human eye autofocus, either it is an animal eye autofocus, and as well as subject tracking, real-time tracking. I think the autofocus system of Sony is by far the best autofocusing system in the world guys. Everyone will agree that, every professional photographer will agree that, because they are providing a huge in that price point, and that's why everyone is moving towards Sony mirrorless world. And last but not the least, price. There is a huge difference between Sony A6400 and Sony A6600's price. Sony A6400 prices about $898, which is roughly about 64,000 in Indian retail unit, whereas Sony A6600 prices about $1,400, which is roughly about 1 lakh in Indian retail unit. So there is a big difference. But whether it is worthy paying a premium price for Sony A6600 over Sony A6400, I don't think so. Yes, you will get bigger battery life, in-body image stabilization, as well as a headphone port. I think Sony A6400 is in a very good price guys. I would suggest you to buy a A6400, saving up money of $800 and investing those monies in buying a full frame lens, and you will get same amount of detail, same amount of result, same amount of resolution. So I think Sony A6400 will be the best choice for you all guys. And those who are planning to buy a Sony A6600, wait, stop and buy a Sony A7 III instead of buying a Sony A6600, paying a $1,400. I think it's a worthless guys, because Sony A7 III is a full frame camera guys, it's a full frame camera. Sony A6600 prices around $2,000, so save your money and go for full frame. I think that will be a better choice, it will be the best choice for you guys, because paying an $1,400 for a crop sensor body, it's not worthy guys. Instead of paying a $1,400 for a crop sensor body, save your money and invest it in your full frame lineup, and you will be able to experience the full frame lens lineup. It's a huge lens lineup guys. Yes, you can use it with your crop sensor, but the price is not worthy guys. I think vast majority of people will go for a A6400 because it is a great camera. It's a great camera for vloggers, YouTubers, YouTube content creators, wedding photographers, videographers, and as well as cinematographers also, because Sony provides huge detail in their video category, as well as in photography. So I hope this has helped. If you have any queries, do let me know in the comment section below. What you will suggest to your juniors, your beginners, or your friends? Either it's a A6400 or it's a A6600. A6400 is a successor of A6300, which was a huge success of Sony lineup, and A6600 is a successor of Sony A6500. But A6500 is in a great deal now, guys. So keep shooting, guys, and also please like and share this video, and also don't forget to subscribe to our channel. I catch you in the next one. Take care, guys.